First of all, I really want to thank you, Aroosha Foundation, that you guys have invited me over here. And secondly, I'm a great, fan of Aroosha because of the wisdom he has got and the way he communicates with the people and the emphasis he put on the lives of the people. So, and secondly, I really want to thank Ali Abbas that he find a potential inside me, and that's why he asked me to come and to give the interview today. So if you would ask me about professional background, so that's a quite kind of diverse and a roller coaster of experience of my life. It starts from, sometime here, sometimes here. I've tried so many things, so many jobs, I think so, and, I really enjoy doing that. So I would start from the beginning. My first job was like when I was 21 years old, and that's a job with the British Consul. So at that time, I really want to have that job because that's a big name, and I was very young. So I just applied in that job, and I was thinking by myself that, okay, that's the British Consul, so obviously the interview should be in English, it should be perfect, it should be this. So I was thinking that. So I thought, okay, I should be very perfect in my language. In our house, we don't speak in English most of the time, ना? तो हमें जब लगता है हम इंटरव्यू में जा रहे हैं तो it should be like अगर बहुत बड़ी ऐसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है तो it should be very perfect. Interview skills भी आपकी जो है ना like on-site skills to present yourself should be very good. तो क्या हुआ like मैं थोड़ी रीड बन के वहाँ जाती रही like 4 or 5 days I practiced with her. It gave me so much confidence. And when I went for the interview, I was like, this, and this. Like I was constantly speaking, and I was telling about myself. So they have selected me for the job. So I was 21 years. I started with British Consul as an invigilator. So it was very good journey, start of journey of my life. So then there are some ACCA sessions, there are GC sessions, O-levels, A-level. And after that, English language trainer and how I come over here. So it was just an accident. It was not something pre-planned. It's not something that I want to do. It's not something I thought, okay, I am. It just happened randomly. Like I have attended one workshop. Like right now you're saying to me, just come tomorrow and attend one workshop. So I attend one workshop over there, and I was asking a few questions from the trainer. So after the training, he said to me, okay, we do have some vacancies, so why don't you join me as an assistant trainer? I said, I never taught English, I have no idea what is training, what is trainer, I have no idea, I'm not going to do that, how am I going to do that, So he said to me, no, that's not a problem, you just have to come, you can learn the thing. I said, and then he asked me, how much pay you want to have? I said, I don't want to have pay, I want to have learning and development, and this is the thing, At that time, I have in my mind that, development. So I didn't ask about the money. But later on, I do remember, realize that money is important. So he said, okay, just come on a daily basis. So I used to go over there. So he was, on and off, he was very busy. He was giving the training to the different institutes. There in the institute, there were so many students for, especially जो English सीखने आते हैं, they are for the IELTS. Why? They want to go abroad. Okay? Like then there is a ESOL. ESOL is for the very beginner levels. So at the last of the month, he said to me that that's your 5,000, and I was doing MBA at that time. So I took 5,000. I said, okay, 5,000. He said me, we can have teachers that are getting this thing, these are thinking this thing. You're just, initial, so you just come to, learn something, so that's enough for you. I said, okay, I used to take care of all of his classes. So I went home, and I was a little bit weeping because MBA कर रहे होते तो you were having, that's practical life is very difficult, no? Different. लेकिन आपकी जब आप as a student होते हो when you're doing MBA, so you were thinking कि आपको जाते एक boxes मिल जाएंगे शीशे वाले, and you're going to sit in that, or you're going to get a very high salary package आपके पास MBA की degree आने वाली है. So I got 5,000 checks. So I was thinking इतनी मेहनत की है यार 5,000. So I start, मेरी आंखों में आंसू आ गए, like, okay, so, but like one of few friends and like my family member told me that don't go like what they're paying you, but you're developing yourself, you're enhancing your skills. So what you're getting from here, you will not get anywhere else, So I said, okay. So I used to do that job and for like a couple of months. And then what happened, like for 94, I was getting 5,000. After 6 months, I developed myself that much that I became language trainer by myself. I went to one institute and they hired me for like IELTS, communication skills, and the language training, everything. And they were paying me like very handsome amount of money for just 2.5 hours. Twists and turns आते रहते हैं मेरी life में because I like the changes as well. I like the development as well. Or very certain changes, एकदम से changes आते हैं. I was just reading the newspaper, so I just came to know like intelligence bureau jobs are coming. So that's a test after 15 days. I thought, okay, I'm going to give that test. I just prepared for 15 days, like all of the books, whatever the intelligence bureau is. So I read that books, and after 15 days, I gave the exam, and I got like 86%. So that gave me, boost. Okay, it's like if in 15 days I can get 86%, obviously, if I would prepare more, so I can do, intelligence bureau job and something like that. Wow. So I did prepare. After like I've seen it after 1 month, the poster back for the IB. So I thought it's just for me because they're back. Like in December they came, now in January they came again. So I should prepare very very well for that. मैं बहुत पढ़ती थी उसके लिए, like all of the MCUs and everything I used to do. मतलब आपको एक passion होता है ना कि like I just want to get that. So I was so passionate. I was so desperate to get that. I was reading and reading and reading and reading. I gave that exam as well, but I got 89%. Like for that you need 95%. एक IB का एक exam सिर्फ एक paper होता है, 95-96% को they are going to call for the interview. Then उसके बाद क्या हुआ, like उसने इतना enhance किया मुझे intelligence bureau, government jobs and everything. So I thought कि if I can prepare for this intelligence bureau, so it's similar like CSS as well. So I should try CSS as well. CSS का पेपर जब आया तो Arabic का पेपर आया था. People used to get Arabic paper क्योंकि they will get more marks like 180, 170 बनते. You will get more good aggregate, so you will get selected for the CSS interview. So I took Arabic, and what happened in the Arabic in the last all of the paper, only one question is coming from the Arabic. And they didn't even and at the last in that one papers they have given all the paper in Arabic. All, and you have to write in Arabic. Okay, और उसके ऊपर कुछ शोर भी हुआ था, मीडिया पे आया भी था कुछ इस तरीके से. So I was, बाकी papers बहुत अच्छे हुए, English का बहुत अच्छा हुआ, everything was very good. So I was not वो Arabic मेरी रह गई. So क्यों रह गई, I don't know what's the reason of it, क्यों Arabic में आ गया, सारा कुछ हो गया. But I was so passionate to do that, and I want to share one more thing, that when I'm saying the CSS, I think so many things from you that develops me. It's not about the success and failure in your life, it's about developing. जो मुझे उसने 18 घंटा बैठ के पढ़ने का स्टेमिना दिया, फिर the paper they've got, वो जो आपसे 12 पेपर लेते हैं, and that's the schedule is like from 6 to write 6, okay, and then 6 to 6, and then 6 to 6, then 1 off, then 6 to 6. Okay, for 12 days you will, you don't have a time to revise anything. It's just about you. Then I have to go to Dubai for some time. So I just thought I'm free in this time. So what I'm going to do? So I just thought I should do my MS in Strategic Human Resource Management. I just went to UMT and I gave the interview. Like, okay, so I don't know at that time what was research, like what was research degree and everything. So I just randomly go over there. So I thought it's better to invest and develop your time in a better way instead of wasting that. So education is something very important. So my director asked me that how much what you have achieved till now. I said to him, I didn't achieve anything. So he was like amazed. He said, okay, but from when you will go from here, from this university, you can say something like that, I have achieved something. I just listened him, and I just thought, okay. And he was right. I because of stamina of my CSS sitting over there, I have completed my MS in just 1 year and 4 months. Because I was taking four subjects and thesis, because I do have the stamina of learning a lot. I do have the stamina of sitting a lot and to studying. So that's built me. So I took that degree, and what that person told me that you're going to achieve something. I did have international publication during that period. Then I did have like Malaysian conference like I represented my University of Management Technology over there in Malaysia for presenting my research paper, and it was amazing experience of my life. That's the beautiful experience. Why? Because जब आप research के लिए जा रहे हैं या conferences के लिए जा रहे हैं, that's आपको एक बाहर बहुत इज्जत मिलती है. Then I came back and I went to Dubai for some time for some reasons. कुछ अर्सा बीमार भी रही इस area में. और when I came back, so right now I've started doing right now I'm like doing my job with the US campaign. That's a big multinational, and that's a US campaign, and I'm working for them right now. So, and again, I'm learning so many things from them. So, but still, I'm also teaching to the students, some of the students, and I'm giving them English language training as well. So that's complete part of that, and along with that, I'm also working on one documentary. So yes, so I have got diverse kind of experiences and life, and I really enjoy that. It's research, like 45% of your success is comprised of your communication skills. And that's kind of Harvard research is, and a very, very big institute and research is. Because, if you've got a technical, specialties, and you've got communication skills over here, so you're going to treat like here, you're going to treat like here. And when I'm talking about the communication skill, it doesn't mean that it's English. It doesn't mean it's language. It's mean that you know how to talk with the other person, how to listen carefully, what they are asking you, and the clarity should be there, the emphasis should be there, the calmness should be there. So it's not about English or anything. Communication skills is very important to exhibit your experience. If I would give you experience, like if you have got a research degree, PhD degree, or your doctorate, or whatever you are, if you cannot explain your feelings, you cannot exhibit your knowledge, so you're not doing your job in an effective way, and you're not getting that success. Maybe even you have all of that skill, आपके पास होंगे भी वो सारा कुछ, but still it's difficult to achieve that. So like 45% of your success is dependent on your communication skills. Yes, there are different techniques for the listening and writing and reading as well. I will start with the reading. If you want to be a good reader, so there is a technique called skimming and scanning. Like whenever you're reading any paragraph or anything like that, you should have a pencil with you, and you should underline. You should first of all you should read very fast, that you're getting the understanding of everything what's going on, and then just underline the few words. That's called scanning. That's you think important. That's maybe the noun, maybe the proper noun, maybe the dates, maybe anything. You just find like while reading, it's maybe important. And then the other one technique to do a good reading is skimming. Like what's skimming? Like you read something, like you read one paragraph or two paragraphs. So basically, you don't have to understand everything, each and every word. You just have to get the idea. Okay, that's what's going on. You don't have to understand each and every word, but you are just understanding that I'm English language trainer. So you're getting your thought, right? So basically, you have to grab the idea from the beginning and the end. So you have to read like that. Now, if we will talk about listening always get improved by listening. I again used to say that unfortunately we have got a myth in our society that we cannot speak in English, or English is something, because our English teacher don't teach in English most of the time. In class they teach in Urdu. I am very against of this one policy, because when you're an English teacher, so you should teach in English, and that's a two-way communication process. Like whatever you're listening to me, the way I'm speaking to you, the same you're going to reply me, After 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, it's going to happen like that, right? So that's the basic thing, okay? Well, I will say to you, that's not ELT trainer. It's not even about the ELT trainer. It's about every kind of trainer. It's developing your society, and they're playing very much important role in the society. Because, when you are, giving the emphasis on the thoughts of the other person, when you are listening to me and you are understanding my thoughts and you're gaining something, so actually you're developing the society. But if you will ask especially about the English language trainer, like that's, contribution towards society, because right now you have seen that in the interviews, people get selected because of good communication skills, and people get visa because of good communication skills. So obviously it's going to, as a person, I'm going to develop society a lot, because they will get good and better opportunities in terms of jobs, in terms of going abroad. So I'm, making their life easier. How you will improve your English language skill, it's just that for the Pakistani people, I just want to tell them, don't think that we don't know grammar. It's not about the grammar at all. क्या आप उर्दू में जब पढ़ते हैं है करते हैं पढ़ते हैं तो आपको उसी ग्रामर पढ़नी पड़ती है? नहीं पढ़नी पड़ती ना. So like that's phobia, or what I would say, that's a misconception in our society. We don't know grammar well, that's why we cannot speak in English. समझ रही हैं? So that's a wrong myth and wrong concept. So just take it out from your minds, that if you don't know the grammar, so you cannot speak in English. You can, because it's a language. And secondly, I want to tell to the people one more thing. Don't try to translate English in your mind and then start speaking. It's a wrong way of doing that. People oftenly do that. Whatever they're thinking, they translate that Urdu complete in their mind, and then they start speaking about that. That's not the right way of doing the things, okay? You just have to understand the way we are communicating in Urdu. It's a language. The same way we have to communicate in English. Urdu बोलते हुए क्या हम सोचते हैं कि अच्छा अब मैं ये word बोलने लगा हूँ, अब मैं ये बात करने लगा हूँ, पहले मैं सोचूंगी, ये दिमाग में बनाऊंगी. No, I'm not going to do that. So why in English? So just understand that's a simple language. So the third one thing I will suggest you, for the people, take out your fears. That fear inside you that you cannot speak, or you are not good enough, you don't look good. Take out fear, any kind of fear. And especially why people cannot speak in English. They thought people are going to mock us. मजाक उड़ाएंगे हमारा कि हमने गलत इंग्लिश बोल दी है तो हम बोलते ही नहीं है. It's better. Nobody is there, nobody is over here that who is going to mock you. Okay? The first thing is that whether you're speaking wrong. I used to even say in my class, I don't allow any person in my class to speak a single word of Urdu. And I used to say them, I don't want you to speak right English. I just want you to speak. That's going to develop you. So you don't have to get pressurized from the mocking of the people that agar we cannot speak in English to wo log mera mazak. Like, it's a language. We are not natives. We are not Americans. We are not natives. And it's a language. What's a big deal? अगर हमें नहीं आती, अगर हमें चाइनीज़ नहीं आती तो इसमें क्या हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम, अगर हम गलत बोल रहे हैं तो हमें इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम. So but we are trying, because that's a part of this international language. हाँ, लेकिन हमारी ज़रूरत है, तो we have to develop that thing. And the last thing is overall I would recommend to everybody, the last thing for anything, like for speaking in English, for anything, it's about your confidence. For getting the good job interview, you get the good post, whatever you want to do in your life, you want to look good, you have to be confident from inside. And it should be in your eyes, right? It should be like, it should not be like that. You have to keep the degrees with you, you have to keep the experience with you, like, and this thing. Your personality should talk that the confidence should be coming from your eyes. Okay? So ye aapki andar hai, and you have to bring it out. Yes, I did that, and I'm doing that. I'm doing it for myself. I don't care about the mocking of the people. So yes, I am doing it right, and I'm something, and I can get this job, and I will do that. So there is nothing impossible say by itself that I am possible. So that's what I would recommend.